Shalom everyone, Rabbi Eric Solomon in Raleigh, North Carolina from Beth Meyer Synagogue, some morning Torah. This week's Torah portion is Chayei Sarah. It deals, interestingly, it's called The Life of Sarah or Lives of Sarah, and it's actually sadly about her death. It very quickly transitions to her dying, and Avraham Avinu, purchasing the caves of Machpelah, modern day Hebron, or Hebron also in the Torah, to bury his wife Sarah. And in the very first lines of the Torah portion, first verses, it says she lived 100 years and 20 years and 7 years. It doesn't say 127. It says in those each section. And Rashi has a famous commentary saying all of them were equally good. That's why it's separated 100, 20, and 7. All of them were kind of pure. She was equal in meaning and in her, she lacked sin in each one of those stages. So, Rashi obviously is very glorifying of our great foremother, which is fine. But I want to bring it a little differently. Each one of those sections of Sarah's life, and Sarah had, a hard life, like every human being, every member of every character in the Torah. Life is not easy with her husband, with being infertile, with her son nearly being sacrificed by her husband, the issue of Hagar, Ishmael, etc. She didn't have an easy life. And each part was challenging. Now, what I want to bring this to is that, when she dies, each part of the life, when she faced death, and maybe escaped it, it's as if she was reborn. Each part of it was a moment where she came close to death or saw challenge, and she came out of it, but came out of it a different person. And that's what I want to say here is that people often ask me, what's the hardest part of being a rabbi, being a clergy person? It must be the funerals, Rabbi. It must be the people that sadly die. And I'll tell you, it is tragic. It's painful. I often cry. I find it hard on my own heart and my soul, my neshama. But it isn't the hardest part. In fact, it's probably the most meaningful part. Every time I come close to death or someone who is dying or who is near death, I get that opportunity, like Sarah, to in some ways be reborn. Every visit to the cemetery is a chance for me to ask some profound questions about myself. Where am I? What am I doing? And in some ways, it's a new chance to, if I'm given that gift by the Holy One, to have more years, have a new section of my own life. So being near death, being near those who are dying, sadly, tragically, it's not fun. It hurts. But it is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for one to be with someone who is going through challenge and do that mitzvah. But it's also a chance to be reborn as well. And look at your years as having an extra opportunity, hopefully to live them fully, like Sarah, our mother. In fact, I would say supporting those who are suffering with death, Nichum Avelim, might be the most meaningful part of why I feel blessed to be a rabbi. Tov, Shabbat Shalom.